Don't touch that. That's mine also. Everything here I planted. Yes. It's mine. Don't touch it.
Come on, Clyde. We're going to be here till midnight if you don't hurry.
Listen, they're so impatient. Give me time. You know, you always complaining. That's why your son never comes to see you like mine do.
I don't have a son. I have a daughter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have some flowers and that's some dried here.
Listen, did that meal agree with you tonight?
It's all right.
It's so greasy. You got any Tums?
No, Tums. Why don't you ask the nurse for something?
I don't want to ask the nurse. Don't you have any?
No, I said no.
How was dinner?
The liver was tough. It's always tough.
Alice, look.
Yeah, the zinnias are looking real well, but this is kind of pitiful looking.
Oh, my son would know what was wrong. When is he going to get here anyway? He knows everything about plants. I worry about when he's going to get here.
They'll be here tomorrow, Lillian.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I need to go. I need to go home.
I know you do, but why don't we go to your room so you can
but
relax? Because it's almost time for your pills.
No.
Bed. Star, I'm
Lillian, I'll see you tomorrow.
Let's go.
Alice, phone.
Yeah. Listen.
I need to go.
I have to take this call.
What?
Why don't you sit here with Doris and Clyde, help them with their puzzle. Doris, you don't mind if she sits here a few minutes, right?
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Oh, thanks for getting back to me. Listen, I have to ask you a favor. Can you pick up Matt again for me, please? Yes, I'm staying late again. I know, but I can't help it. Can you? Listen, the sitter has already had him a couple extra hours, and I'm afraid she's going to quit. Thanks. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry, but you know how understaffed we are. I've been trying to get somebody else to cover. Look, I know it's been a long day. I've been here since 7 a.m. too.
Come on, put it
I'm not
down.
going to bite you.
I need to go. I need to go.
Listen, I'll stay to give the rest of the meds, but then after that, I have got to go. I'm
I don't
sorry.
have to sit with that crabby Lillian.
You know, I'm worried about Lillian. She doesn't seem to be connecting with anyone. She seems depressed. And her family's coming tomorrow to have her sign the papers to sell her home. What are you doing, Lillian?
I have to get ready to go home.
No, you don't have to do that now. Here, come sit down in the chair. It's time for your pill.
I can't, I'm too busy.
Your medicine is important. You know that. Now, would you please take this pill?
Hi, Simon. I've come to take you back.
Sweetie pie.
Now, Simon. Come on. It's time to go back to your room. How was your dinner? Did you enjoy yourself? Huh? How was it?
What happened?
Oh, you won't believe it. Lillian scratched me. Dante's in there now.
Better go and get that cleaned up. I'll check in on Lillian. You know you'll have to file a report.
I really can't stay any longer. I have to go. Can I write it up when I come back in?
Okay, but first thing, as soon as you come in, don't forget.
Do you think Grandma really likes it here?
Seth, we've been through this before.
We really looked around.
Hi, Mom. Grandma, what happened to your arm?
I wanted to go to my room, but she went to Yap on the phone. I told them.
And then what happened?
I came back here to pack.
Mom, but what happened to your arm?
She wouldn't listen.
What are you doing, Lillian?
I have to be ready to go home.
No, you don't. There. Let's go, sit down here. It's time for your pill.
No, I'm too busy.
You know your medicine is important. Now, please take this.
That's not my pill.
Yes, it is, remember?
She tried to force me to take the pills. She hurt me.
I'm going to find out what's happening here.
Mom, it's going to be all right.
I don't belong here.
Hello? Yeah, hey, Margo, what's up? What? I can't believe I heard her. They want me to make a statement? Am I suspended? Yeah, well, I was on my way there anyway. Okay, bye.
Okay. Mom's ready to go, and they're going to bring her down in a minute. So why don't you ride with her in the ambulance, and Seth, you and I will follow Dad to the hospital, all right?
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. How did something like this happen?
We thought you were taking good care of her, and we come in this morning and she's got a broken arm. Can you believe we were going to sell the house to keep her here?
Okay, let's everybody please calm down. Our primary concern is your mother's well-being.
Well, you know what? My primary concern is who do I report this case of abuse to?
I've already reported it, both your mother's injury and the abuse to my nurse. And
Whoa,
we just have to find...
Wait a minute. What do you mean abuse to your nurse?
Well, apparently Lillian scratched her nurse, Alice Olson.
Oh, my God.
Way to go, Graham.
What is happening? My mother would never do anything like that.
I don't believe this for a second.
We don't know exactly what transpired yet. We're getting a statement from everybody involved so that we can get a clear picture of what happened. There will be an investigation.
You can bet on it.
Hello.
Miss Masterson.
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened with Lillian Britt last week?
I wasn't in the room when it happened.
I understand that, but you were here.
Yes, I was with Alice at the desk just before it happened. Ironically, we had just been talking about Lillian's mood lately.
Why? What was Mrs. Britt's mood?
Well, Alice seems to feel that she's been depressed and she's been feeling isolated. And when she gets like that, she thinks the whole world is out to get her. Personally, I think she's a little out of touch. Her mind wanders.
I noticed from the report that Alice came in at 7 o'clock that morning.
Yes, she stayed on because I needed her. We are understaffed here, Mr. Hurst. I myself had worked over 13 hours that day.
We understand that you have staffing problems, but incidents like this must be documented.
Alice was going to fill out a full report as soon as she came in, and I told one of the night pool nurses what had happened. Better go and get that cleaned up. I'll check in on Lillian. You know you'll have to file a report.
I really can't stay any longer. I have to go. Can I write it up when I come back in?
Okay, but first thing, as soon as you come in, don't forget.
I can't believe this.
Go ahead, I'll talk to the next shift about Lillian.
I couldn't find any notes on the chart.
I know I should have put a note on the chart.
Let's move on. How would you characterize the relationship between Mrs. Britt and Alice?
Actually, very good. Alice seems to be the only nurse on staff that Mrs. Britt actually responds to. Alice really connects with the residents. In fact, I'd have to say that she's one of the best nurses I have.
Yeah, she was really upset. I didn't see it happen. I was in the hall with Miss Irma. I did see Alice go in, though.
Dante, can I get some help in here, please?
A few minutes later, she called for my help. By the time I got there, Miss Britt was already crying in her chair.
She hurt me.
Oh, Miss Britt, I'm sure she didn't mean to. Now, let's just get you in the bed.
I don't know. I have to pack.
It's okay. I'll help you in the morning if you need to pack. All right, let's just get you in the bed. Hey, you want to see your memory box? Here you go.
So you put her into bed and left her?
No, I stayed a while. I took out Miss Britt's memory box, but she went to sleep really quickly. Now, when Miss Masterson came in, I told her. Well, she's settled down now, but she complains that her arm hurts.
Well, she's quiet now. I'll have the next shift check in on her.
So, Dante, Mrs. Masterson told you she would have someone check on Mrs. Britt. To your knowledge, did anyone?
Well, I don't know. I didn't think it was up to me.
Look, it was my responsibility to make sure she took her medication, and she was refusing to take it. What was I supposed to do?
Are you sure you didn't overreact? I can see those scratches must have really hurt.
It was her blood pressure medicine. She has to have it.
I understand, but...
I only held her arm to keep her from scratching me again. That's it. I would never intentionally harm a resident.
Let's back up. I understand you were in the lounge earlier with Mrs. Britt.
Yes, I walked her there after dinner. I'm so glad you decided to help us out with the garden.
But I don't know where my gloves are.
It's okay, Star has them. She has everything. I hoped working with the